big loss for them also, because it is clearly affecting their businesses itself heavily.
Okay, Brian, thank you so much for joining us. We also have Brigadier Rajan Jamwal, defense expert, joining me on the broadcast. Brigadier Jamwal, I want to begin by asking you, how do you react to Pakistan suspending all bilateral agreements with India, including the Simla Agreement of 1972? What really are the implications? Brigadier Jamwal, you'll have to unmute yourself. All right, we leave it there. Meanwhile,
yeah, I got it. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, Brigadier Jamwal. Yes, sir. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. What I was saying was they have just gone for reciprocal. Everything is reciprocal except that the Shimla Agreement stands, again suspended. But they were never following Shimla Agreement. Everything they were trying to, raise in UN. So it effectively does not matter what they said. Everything else is exactly what we had done. Even the closing of the airspace, transit route, trade, military attaches return. Everything is exactly what we have done. So looking at that, it is this thing. But unfortunately, they have no answer to what they claim as weaponization of water. It is not actually weaponization of water. It is, you actually cannot throw water and blood into the same sink. That is what was happening. So Pakistan had to be hurt economically. And this is where the Indus Water Treaty, we in any case had given them a lot of, notices, starting 2-3 years back, where we said we want modification and renegotiation of this treaty. But Pakistan was dilly-dallying, not the thing. They were not responding. The abrogation of the treaty should have been done long time back. It should have been done in 26 when 26/11 happened. It should have been done that time also, but unfortunately, it did not happen. Good thing it has been done now, because the whole purpose of Pakistan creating this terrorism in India was basically to get hold of the catchment areas, slow down the dams we were making. In 70s and 80s, if you go by the old reports, you see they had that reports. Once we have this, all the dams are ready, we will. India will have a threatened being. Unfortunately for them, that threatened being is actually being created despite whatever they wanted to do. And this is what I've been repeatedly telling. That is the prime reason they shifted insurgency to Jammu region, which did not have any homegrown insurgency, because the catchment areas are in Jammu region. The most of the catchment areas are in Jammu region. They wanted physical hold of these, or not allow us to make our big dams. Anyway, that has happened. This thing, now the advantage with us is this is gone. People will say, okay, our dams do not allow this thing. Not of things one can do. The first thing is flushing. Though the treaty allows for flushing, but it is only during the peak monsoon season. That is August, this thing. As things stand today, we can flush any of the dams tomorrow. And they'll get water, not when they want it. This is what will hurt Pakistan economically and hurt them in real big way. And that is the correct step the government has taken. It will actually force them to rethink their whole strategy of the 1,000 carts, whatever this thing, and exporting insurgency as a matter of strategic policy. This is actually going to hurt them, and this should have been done long back. And I'm sure this is not the end of it. We have had diplomatic, economic thing. The military escalation has already taken place. There are a lot of artillery duels going on in a couple of places, and I'm sure even the military escalation will further take place. And what will happen? Prime Minister Modi has made it very clear, we are going for their jugular now. We are going in not only for the foot soldiers, whom of course our forces will kill in just a couple of days now, they will get killed. It is the people who have planned this operation, people who facilitated this operation. They would be hunted down wherever they are, anywhere on the globe, they would be hunted down. And that is how a nation should be. Yeah.
Brigadier Jambal, at the same time, when we say that this is a retaliatory move by Pakistan, India suspends the Indus Water Treaty, and then the next day Pakistan holds a meeting, post which we get to know that all bilateral agreements have been suspended along with the Simla agreement. Why exactly does Pakistan believe that suspension of the Simla agreement is a method to hurt India?
You understand, there is no agreement worthwhile they have which can hurt India. Unlike us, we have this Indus Water Treaty, which could be easily weaponized, and we have done it. We have, I mean, there is no denying that we have weaponized water, and rightly so. So, how long can you keep taking so much terrorism, exporting openly? I mean, the world is generally okay, condemnation, leaving everything to condemnation. You have to act yourself. So, good, we have acted. As far as Pakistan is concerned, there is no agreement we have which will hurt us. The trade, in any case, it is hurting them. Because just look at the price indexes in both the countries and how the things are going from, take medicines for example, a paracetamol strip, which costs just 10-15 rupees in India, is going for 150 rupees in Pakistan, because it is again from an Indian company, but coming via Australia to Dubai, where it gets printed in Urdu and then comes back to Pakistan, it is costing 150 rupees. So the loss is there. The tomatoes, even the crops. What does Pakistan produce? It does not even produce a pin. They were getting these things much cheaper from us. So it is on the other side. There's nothing they can do. The only thing they could do was, after taking all this, hurt us through terrorism. They were doing. So the only way to stop them is to hurt them in any way you can. That includes economic, diplomatic, and the kinetic means. And I'm happy that it is being done.
Brigadier Jambal, what really is your assessment of what the next few days are going to look like between India and Pakistan, sir?
Things are going hotting up. I was looking at some Pakistani channels, some of these TV channels of Pakistan. They, of course, were crying foul. They are saying weaponization of his water is against human, this thing, all that, kind of this thing. Exporting terrorism is more inhuman. And exporting the extreme, that Hamas-style barbarism, is more inhuman. What we are doing is we are hurting them economically. Yes, their living standards will go down. Yes, there will be shortages. But end of the day, the people will have to ask the government, what situation have you put in? That will be the end game. Immediately, if you are asking next few days, the kinetic means, yes, the situation will escalate all along the LC. It may spill over to a few places in the international border. Right now, it's the artillery duels, maybe some limited short-range missiles could take off from either side, but nothing beyond that. The final kinetic action, it will be taken. It will be time and place of our choosing, which obviously for a lot of reasons will not be shared with anybody. But that will happen. Time frame also one cannot say, but it will happen, this thing. But it will not be in the immediate time frame. It will be not in the immediate time frame. You see, the hottening of the LC, what it is doing is, it is forcing Pakistan to divert its resources, manpower, from the western border, where already the BLA and the Afghans are, they have got them by the tails. They have got them by the tail. Now they already do not have sufficient strength. They have tackled that problem. And now with the line of control on their eastern border hotting up, they'll have to divert the resources. Now, moment that happens, Afghans will get bolder, the BLA will get bolder, and you'll see much more action. This will be happening in the next few days. It will happen because they have to retaliate back to the escalation on the line of control. They have to divert forces. I mean, they can't produce forces overnight, so they have to divert them. And thereafter, the BLA, the thing, as far as we are concerned, let it happen. Let it happen.
Okay, all right, Brigadier Jambal, thank you so much for joining us on NewsX World. We leave it there. In other news, Volodymyr Zelensky is on his first visit to Africa following